Chip here with the XRP minute. Hopefully, I'm coming to you live. I certainly hope so. But it's OBS, man. I don't know, guys. I need some feedback. Is everything going okay? Am I frozen? Am I looking like a nut job here? I mean, what's going on? Give me some feedback here, guys. Thank you for coming into the stream tonight. Hopefully, you can hear me okay. Give me some feedback because I don't know if I'm frozen. Kind of looks like I am, but it's kind of wonky and weird the way this works perfect until I go live, and then it's very strange. So I don't know what the deal is. Latency. Wow, I'm in slow motion. Why is there so much latency? Not exactly sure why it's so latent. Well, I have to figure this out. You hear me great? Well, anyway, let me just continue. Maybe the latency will kick in and stay with it. I'm not exactly sure what the deal is, but anyway, I wanted to thank you guys for coming in tonight. Got some bugs to get squashed and worked out because I'm streaming first time with OBS, so I want to thank some people coming in off of DNI stream. So Jay Twinator, we got Phoenix Starborn, RTB Dutchy in the house, Big Jungle Inc. And what else do we have in here? Gosh, what is it? All of a sudden my computer just starts frying on me. This is strange. Am I frozen? I think I'm just frozen right now. I look like I'm looking into the stars. I don't know what's going on. This is very weird, man. Do not know what the deal is, but apparently I'm frozen. I don't know how to fix that or save that or do what. I don't know if, yeah, really weird. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Let me try something else here. Let me see if, tell me if that changes anything. Did the screen change at all? Okay, the audio sounds good. I'm glad to hear that. A frozen bag of pears. Yeah, so I did switch the screen, and I'm not sure it's any better. I don't know why it's so latency ridden over here. Anywho, my Twitter handle is, I'll just put it in here real quick. Are you asking me what my Twitter handle is, or are you asking, let's see, let's do this. So here's what's funny, guys. So I just upgraded my internet, right? I upgraded my internet, I doubled the speed, I got something pretty, yeah, I'm posing all right. I'm doing some kind of posing. I don't know what's going on, but you can follow me there on Twitter. Yeah, well, I studied from the best jungle. Jungle saying I taking notes in the jungle school broadcasting. I tested everything. I went through the motions. I did everything, and I don't know why it's doing that. But let me try something else. Let me see if that makes it any better. Guys, is that better? Are you seeing me better now? Because I switched to a different camera. Tell me if it's any better. Am I still surrealistic? Am I moving a little bit better? I mean, it looks a little slow, but wow, it's really, Graham Robeson says it's very weird. Well, I'm kind of a weird guy. It's better. Twin Tower says it's better, but what a weird thing. Let's do this. Let's try doing less on the video side. How's that? I don't know why it's going so. Video output is low. Not receiving enough video for a stream, blah, 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 blah. So I don't know how to fix it. I love when basically YouTube tells you there's something wrong, but they don't tell you exactly what's wrong. They're like, hey, this is messed up. Good luck, you're on your own. It doesn't work, but good luck. You'll figure it out. And, I tried streaming the other night. It was semi-successful. I mean, I was doing something the other night and it sounded okay. But I think what I'm doing now is I'm using actually the camera on my MacBook. I'm in the screen below, and I'm going to probably keep it pretty small. But I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. I had some bugs to work out. I will get the bugs worked out. We'll figure this out together. We'll teamwork it. We'll do a mini workshop on it, and we'll figure out what's going on. Yeah, maybe I should make it even smaller, right? Phoenix, would think I should make my, maybe like so small you don't even see it. But I do see that I am sort of moving on the OBS now, so I think I'll just keep it at this, and we'll get on with it. So a couple things that I wanted to address. I usually find things along the way that kind of interest me to some point. Yeah, it's better small. Well, thank you for the feedback. Thank you for the new subscribers, Electric Highway, Phoenix Starborn. I know Graham, you've been here. RTB Dutchy. Okay, all good. Do not touch a thing. RTB says Hands up, don't touch anything. So I'm going to try to stay on that little train. Thank you, Brian. Thanks for coming over too. I appreciate that. So I'm looking at some things today, and you'll see me probably look at a couple different screens here. So I came across this. This is really, holy cows. So check this out. This is, you know, Litecoin has, there's always these interesting swag. I always look at stuff and I'm like, what do I get? What kind of shirt am I going to get? I mean, if you guys have swag, let me know what you have. Do you have, hey, DNI. Hey, thank you, brother, for coming in, man. Much appreciated. Thank you for the shout out earlier too. But when you look at different things out there, when I look at swag, and I look at this and I'm like, you know what? I tried doing a search, and I'm not going to bore you with that, but I did a search on Google. We got some of the worst swag ever on XRP, right? These are beyond cool, Electra. These are badass, right? Badassery. And I look at this and I'm thinking, a 259, but man, they are sharp looking. Now, what I'd like to see instead of that Litecoin logo, can somebody out there make just, and not the weird Ripple logo, I want the X from XRP, right? I want just that X we always see. Hey, Jay, what's up? I want to see something. Jay Vaught is in the house. I want to see something fun, I want to see something good. But I started looking on the internet. If you guys would go out there and Google something similar like XRP, cufflinks or tie bar, it's pretty dreadful. It's like embarrassing, and there's thousands of them out there. But I come across something like this and I'm thinking, man, I would love to have that. Not necessarily Litecoin, but if someone can make a really cool thing, this is a shout out. Tweet it out there. Say, hey, has anybody got some cool swag? If you guys come upon some cool swag, hit it up in the comments, because I'd love to see something better looking than what we have out there. So looking at some other swag things here, what other possibilities? Now, I know somebody in the community, it might have been Crypto Bird Dog, had some XRP shoes. They were pretty amazing. And so I look at a watch like this. Watches are pretty cool. I don't wear one personally. Why, you ask? Because I have the nuclear time in my pocket. It's in my phone, right? So I stopped wearing a watch a while ago. I also don't have a landline. You guys have a landline out there? I mean, you still use one? When I got the new internet, I had to get the package that had a phone line. This is crazy, right? In 2019, it says the installer says, did you get the phone? I'm like, no. He goes, did you get the package deal to save money? I'm like, yep, that's exactly what I did. Package deal to save money. So that's what I ended up getting, the package deal. Now, if you look at this watch right here, this is what I'm talking about. I love this X, right? The RP is a little on the wonky side. This, I don't know, man. This doesn't seem to go, but the X is just phenomenal. These little two doohickey deal things there, turned upside down, is just absolutely fantastic. Annalise is in here. Thank you for stopping by. Oops, 3 Litecoin. I don't know what that was. Okay, XRP stocks. Did you get those from Phoenix? Where did you get those from? From the Crypto Toe Man? Is that what it, Crypto Man? Crypto Man is what it is, right? I think it's Crypto Man. So Electra still wears the wristwatches. You wear the nicer caliber ones. Are you into, my brother, who's not in here right now, I told him I'd go live tonight. He's like, yeah, I'll show up. This is my brother, right? So he doesn't show up. Anyway, the XRP jerseys, yeah. If I want to, first of all, the coolest shirts and jerseys and swag out there, and I should have pulled those up, DNI, because those are badass. And if you were in DNI's stream earlier, you saw those hanging up in the background. Those are cool. And what's nice about them is they're not like that ink printed. I think is it sublimation printing? I don't know what it is, but I mean, aside from jerseys and stuff, I'm like looking, I want other swag, right? Shoes, maybe socks. And DNI, I gotta get one of those jerseys, man. I'll hit you up on Twitter later, but I hope you got an extra large, because I'm gonna need one of those bad boys. Yeah, Annalise saying it's a nice watch. It is a pretty cool watch. It's not bad. I mean, price wise, I mean, it's just kind of cool to be. I mean, you start looking too weird after a while. You're wearing like the watch, the shoes, the stuff. You kind of look like, who was that? Ali G. You look like Ali G. Remember that show they had on about 10 years ago, whatever? They started looking like a little too hopped up, right? So I was just looking at other swag things like, cool mugs and, other things outside. So if you guys find some cool swag, I'm always into that. Love to see what else there is. Something else cool I came upon. Well, first of all, this is one shirt that I really like because it was very clever. Kick boy in the house. Hey, kick is in the house. And by the way, man, you got to check out Kick's new video, man. It is badass. So I'm watching it with my wife, and there's a part in his new video where his lady takes a good, I don't know, I think it was a left hook, but man, I'm telling you, man, she just, wow, like, and I'm like, if she throat punched him, we wouldn't have Kick on the because it looked real to me. But anyway, check out Kick's new, check out his channel and check out his new video. It's pretty good. H2, what's going on? Another ripple effect. Hey, brother, I was checking you out earlier, man. And you know what? Going into the, I don't know if you guys check out Another Ripple Effect. He's got a great channel. Usually streams from his car, but he did a cool piece tonight. He was talking about, the time we're living in, the fact that this is the greatest opportunity on earth. I mean, we all talk about it, but I loved his angle because he was originally into silver, precious metals, and I think he cashed his silver out, if I'm not mistaken, and went directly into XRP and crypto. So yeah, thank you, Anthony, for the feedback. I tried using my phone, which is a better camera, but that didn't work out so well. So, but anyway, check out this shirt, the 589. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Of course, we all know that's John Lennon. And if any of you know me, I'm a huge Beatles fan. I tend to go a little bit more on the Paul side, but but I thought that was cool with the X. The X is out here. It's just a clever little shirt. Came upon this too. This is something that I think I did a video on this last year, but DNI saying he's talking about the Kick video. Good scene. She decked him right on. So. We all talk about, we've been in this extended bull market for a really long time. We're past first quarter, but here's something pretty interesting. So Google Trends last year, and I want to reiterate this. I did probably cover this on an earlier video, but they did come out with buying XRP is more popular than BTC. And basically, number 4 spot was taken about how to buy XRP. I think, let me see, yeah. So it was about how to buy XRP, and how to buy BTC or Bitcoin was like number 8. So if you think about it, the seeds have already been planted, right? We're already into this. I mean, if people, we sometimes don't see what's really happening on the swell. I call it the swell. The swell is happening. It's just like a wave, right? When you see a wave coming in, that swell is about to happen. It's coming in. And so when I see this, I want to remind everybody, look, all of 2018, the most popular keyword, XRP, how to buy XRP, beat how to buy Bitcoin. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So did you guys check this out today? I saw somebody talking about it in an earlier stream. So look at this, check this out. So Elon Musk, everybody was talking about this. I saw Cobb in an earlier stream. He was hitting this up about, hey, look at what he's doing. Look what he's doing for the crypto space. And, that looks a little bit familiar. That looks like, that has to be Musk's dog. He's got that's a cigarette, so that's something different altogether. But I kind of thought he was trolling a little bit when I look at this. I think, is he trolling? Because he appears to be almost trolling. Drag cigarette. Doge, I haven't heard that name in years. Yeah, well, here's a funny story. I actually, goofing around, I don't know if you guys know the app Robinhood. They have an app in the States called Robinhood, and they primarily were a no-fee trading platform for stocks. And then all of a sudden they started, hey, Matt Richter. I don't know if I shouted you out yet, but hey, welcome. Anyway, so they came out with their app, and then they this is so funny because it's kind of parallel to what Coinbase did. They loaded up, they announced they're gonna put some cryptos out there, and what did they have? Dogecoin. So just as a joke, I bought like $100 worth of Doge, right? And it was kind of weird. I bought like $100 and it went up to 250 in I want to say 10 days. Sold it, bought XRP. Just as a fun experiment. It was just thrilling in the bull market to see. So one of my favorite gains and watching it ride up was Dogecoin. And then I see this Elon Musk who's tweeting out, Dogecoin value may vary. I don't know. What are your thoughts there? Is he trolling? Is he not trolling? I mean, I can't quite figure it out. What are your thoughts out there in the chat? Because I love the awareness he's bringing to it, but I kind of feel like it's a little bit of a troll job, right? I mean, he's kind of, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's serious. I mean, can you see Elon Musk, ex PayPal guy buying Dogecoin? I don't know. I don't know if that's popular. I don't know. Just kind of a curious thing. And guys, if you haven't already, the new subs today, thank you so much. Okay, we'll get this worked out. We're getting the bugs worked out. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Why, you ask? I don't know. I just thought Tuesdays and Thursdays sounded like a good idea. That's all. I don't have a real plan, but I'd like to just get into a couple different topics. And we may even talk about some other stuff on here. I'll kind of gauge the community. What the hell does Dogecoin do? I don't know, but the inventor of Dogecoin invented it as a joke, and I think he's left the space. So thank you, Jungle. I'm glad it sounds good. I don't think it's streaming all that well, but anyway, as long as the sound is good, because I do have a microphone off to the side here, and hopefully the sound is decent. One other thing, what did I want to talk about? There was one other thing that I wanted to comment on. It was some other bit of the news today. I don't know, lost my stream of thought here, but yeah, Doge was supposed to be a joke, but it's growing. The thing about Doge, does anybody know what the price point is right now? Does anybody know what that is? If you do, just flip it in the chat. I think at the time it was like 0.0025 or 27, 13%. What are we talking about? So this is the kind of, usually when Elon Musk tweets something, he's in trouble with the SEC and he gets fined, millions of dollars. But now he's like pumping, he's basically pumping Dogecoin. So Elon Musk goes in, does a whale buy, puts out 2 tweets. They get 15,000 likes in about 15 minutes. And all of a sudden Dogecoin is pumping like crazy. This is insane. All right, so it's 0.0033. Does anybody remember a time when XRP was 0.003 or 0.001 or 2? Does anybody know when that happened? Thanks, guys, for pasting that in there. Cryptopolis, how you doing? Does anybody know that? So your kin investment doubled. What was your initial investment in kin, H2? If you want to put it in there, 21%. That's silly. Yeah, I think it was kind of a heads up that when he first tweeted this, that something big was actually going on. I wonder if I should. I'm gonna leave it small for right now. I don't know how this thing is streaming for now, but let's just keep it where it is. So Electra's saying she bought all of her XRP at 0.006. You know what? You are awesome. What? Is that true, Electra? Did you really buy all of your XRP at 0? So you didn't buy anything after 0.006? That was it? Because I'm telling you, that's crazy. So you must be hodling for some time if that's the case. 2016, yeah, it was 0.000. So yeah, was it really that in 0.00001, Annalise? I don't know if it was. I don't remember it. I remember as a funny thing. So I started off. My journey started in Bitcoin. I actually did something silly where I used Bitcoin gains to fund a startup that I was working on with some partners. And, strangely enough, once I had Bitcoin, I sold because I had no clue. We never saw the bull run go to 20,000. So I sold way too early. That's why I have nothing but it. When you make that mistake once, I owned Apple early on. Yeah, and I sold that too quick too. Yeah, and everyone had a chance at Microsoft back in the day. It's few people. Sometimes you make some investment stumbles. Sometimes you don't get it right, and that's okay. But you don't want to make the same mistake twice. So I'm guessing probably if you've seen some of the tweets out there, you've seen people that have an exit strategy, right? So they say like, when it hits 50, I'm cashing out 12%, and then when it hits 100, I'm going to cash in on another 8%. Have you guys seen this, or have you put any thought into actually going there and putting a plan together, or do you just have like a rough plan where I might do? I know, yeah, BTC was, yeah, I know, Annalise. That's back in the day when I bought it. It was 2012 when I got into it. So D and I did the same. Yeah, a digital nomad investor saying he bought BTC at around 250-ish, sold it at 7. Yeah, I was around 800. So, but at that point, DNI, let's face it, you made 4 times. When you make 4 extra money, tell me what you're going to get into. I mean, let's exclude some of the hot stocks, like the pot stocks that are going on right now. But tell me what you're going to do right now to 4 extra money, right? Pretty damn good gains. Now, you didn't sell at 20K, but then don't forget about the people. I knew when the FOMO was really pumping hard, people were going crazy and they're like, it's 10,000. We need to cash out our 401ks. And everybody felt like it was a good idea to get into the marketplace, which they did. And they went to 20 and then it sunk. So some people bought in at 15, 16, 18. There's someone out there that bought at 19,000. In my old neighborhood, I downsized. I was at a neighbor's house and, just getting to know the neighbors. And I had said to him, hey, what do you think about the community? You like it here? You like the neighbors? He's like, I'm never leaving here. I'm staying here forever. And I was like, okay. I'm like, just, you love the neighborhood? He goes, no. He goes, in 07, the real estate market went up. He goes, and right before it crashed, I bought here. I will never sell my house. And he was right, because just like the real estate market, you want to buy somewhere in here and realize the gains on the way up. You don't always know when that's going to happen, but that's what ended up happening to him, and there's always somebody. So Electra Highway says bought 20 BTC in 2012 for 1250 each. Oh God, let me just hang on. Let me go over here and let me puke in my mouth a little bit so you guys don't see that. Now that's crazy, right? Holy. Yeah, so yeah, I wish I had a time machine. Listen, when XRP moons, you don't think someone's going to be working seriously on a time machine? I mean, I'm going to be crafting my small, small batch bourbon and whiskey, okay, while I'm thinking about my time machine. Because you build a time machine after the moon and then you go back. But if you go back, is it the same parallel place we are now? So I always have these questions like, is it slightly different? So the same people, but they're kind of crazy. Like your crazy Uncle Bill is not crazy anymore. He's the most brilliant guy in your family and everyone looks up to him and he's made all the right choices. And then like your family, they didn't turn out so well. They're a little bit, so that's what I wonder about these time machines. I don't know if it's even possible or not, but I love watching those conspiracy videos. And when I think of conspiracy videos, I love watching. I don't know about you guys ever watched the flat earth video. I cannot get enough of these flat earth videos. I love them, man. I get sucked into them every time. And then I go like, well, maybe the earth is flat. And I'm like, what? It's not flat, So Anthony Jackson bought two Bitcoins at 18K. Oh, he knows a couple. Oh, so he knows someone with their wedding gift money. Wowza. That sounded like a bad thing, and I know they rode that slope down, but it was on CNBC today. They had on, was it Lee, where they were making fun of him because he had predicted the Bitcoin price. It was $200,000. And his prediction's coming true. We're going to see Bitcoin go as high. We're going to see that happen. Now, when is it going to happen? I don't know. That I don't know. That I'm not 100% sure. But is there anybody out there? Jay Vaught, what is your opinion? Are we going to see a 100,000 Bitcoin price in the next 2 years? I mean, I think it will get there eventually, but will we see it in 2 years? Anybody else have a thought? Brian, what are your thoughts on that? Because the way I look at this, it's a time schedule, and every time we think we're early, like if we compare it to the internet, it was like 94, 95. I always feel like it's really earlier than that. When I start seeing people, the way they hold and talk about Bitcoin, it's like Bitcoin, oh, that's a scam. These are, you get in a conversation at a party and they're like, people start talking, and then you go like this, and you go, should I? Should I say something? You try to hold back the best you can. You're like, should I mosey on over? And they're not really talking about XRP, but you're like, you get over to the conversation, you kind of break in, and they're talking, nodding your head, and then you're just waiting for the perfect opportunity to say, Hey, by the way, have you ever heard of XRP? You know, that little conversation, right? So you're like, XRP, what the hell is that? Oh, XRP, you don't know what that is? What is that? A motor oil? No, it's not. It's a cryptocurrency. Oh, I heard that's a scam, right? So you do sometimes you do sometimes get those people. I mean, it's okay, so Annalise thinks it's probable. I like that. Probable means it's probably gonna happen. But I mean, is anybody bold enough to jump out there? So Jay Twinator says 1.5 years. So 1.5 year to hit 100,000. So what happens to the rest of the coins, right? What happens to, Litecoin, XRP? What about some of the other projects out there? What about ADA? What's going to happen with some of those projects? I say a rising tide floats all boats. Bitcoin's a standard for now, but XRP will be the standard of cross-border payments. And I've been saying this for a long time. You know, I have said, well, why wouldn't someone like Amazon or Alibaba, I mean, how do they move money now? I mean, it would be insane to think that they would pay the same kind of crazy costs to move money. I mean, one of the things, the challenges people like Apple and some of the bigger corporations like Google have moving money is that obviously the tax, right? They get taxed at a pretty high rate bringing it back here. So I'm looking at if they're trying to move money around, why wouldn't they use Ripple? I mean, seriously, why wouldn't that be part of the equation, right? You think that it absolutely would be part of the plan. When I look at Amazon, so what happens is, like, here's a crazy thought. What happens if on Amazon, what if you hook up your XRP account and you buy everything and you save 2% on everything? Why? Because, even at the price points that Amazon, with all the credit card companies, and it's a big reason I see Visa and MasterCard basically chasing this entity because they know the writing's on the wall. They want to be part of it. At some point, there will be a switch, right? You're not going to be able to charge a merchant, especially a small-time merchant, 3.5%, right? Are they going to pay 3.5%? And now we all know that Amazon gets a better break than that. But you use an Amex card, American Express somewhere, the crazy, especially small merchants won't accept them. Why? They get dinged too hard on the expenses. So what happens if you just connect your wallet? What happens if you just connect your account and you can move it over there? You send money, so you start buying everything, XRP or just crypto coins in general. Look, this isn't probably inevitable. Is it on the horizon? I think it is. I think it's probably already happening. We don't even realize it. But I think that challenge is making it consumer grade, right? Yeah, we all know about it. Everyone in this chat is sharing great stuff, and we're all knowledgeable, right? Use case coins moon, right on. That they're the ones that are going to float. If you guys looked at the chart, I wish I'd pulled it up here, but the chart from like 6 years ago, like the top 10 coins from 6 years ago, two coins still on that? XRP is one of them, right? Bitcoin's one of them. There's some coins on there that I don't even remember the coins, to be honest with you. Yeah, Tron. Tron's another project that's decent. Sometimes there are some fiascos around stuff, but again, Elise says it's going to be adopted. But I don't know if it's going to happen as fast as we want it. We're like, we want it now. Let's get it done now. But there's a part of me that's a little bit. I want to say, what's the word I'm using? I'm not. I want it to go show green. Everybody wants to wake up and see a green day, but part of me is like, well, I kind of want to buy more. It's like, can I just keep buying at this price for a little bit? What if we put any bull run off 2 months, right? What happens there? See, like Jungle, he's a small business. He pays a Bentley payment every month in merchant fees, right? This is exactly what I'm talking about. And even if you start using consumer-based stuff, like, I don't know what you use, Jungle, but I mean like Stripe, is one of them. But again, 3.5, there's setup fees. Back in the day, there used to be terminal fees. There used to be all kinds of crazy stuff. And I think, we talk about the unbanked, like how this cryptocurrency and how XRP is going to help. I look at small merchants, when I say, most people don't realize it, but in the United States, most of the small businesses, what they call like a mom and pop type store, have, you know, less than 10 people. Most of the business in the US are that size. We know all the big corporations, but what about the people that get hurt the hardest? People like Jungle, who's a entrepreneur, gets hit with these big charges and fees. And I think that's really going to help out. Sumreel's in the house. Hey, Sumreel, what's going on, man? I'm sorry if I didn't see you earlier. Hey, it's just saw you pop in over there. Good to see you, Sumreel. And I don't know, man. I keep saying this. If you haven't seen a video from you in a while, I'd like to see something from you in the not too distant future. So, yeah, XLM is the best chance of dominating the retail market. Why do you think so, Electro? Why do you say XLM has the best chance of dominating retail? Is it because of the IBM partnership? I mean, what are your thoughts about that? I mean, XLM, hey, you know what's funny? So everybody saw that $10 on Coinbase, you get $10. I had no takers on that, you know? I couldn't even convince my brother who owns XRP. He's like, what am I going to do with that? And then another prominent person in the community said, I wouldn't buy, what would I do with that? I'm thinking, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would take that $10 of XLM and convert it, right? There's base pairs. You can convert it to something else. Convert it to, I don't know. Let's see, XRP. That might be something we could spend some time doing. Let me do this. I'm going to try this for a second, and it could go kablooey, but let me just see if this is any better. I'm going to go full screen on this, and well, let's see if it's any better. We might get some latency on that, so I'm not exactly 100% sure. How does it look, guys? Is it a little bit better? I mean, than what we were looking at before. I mean, is there a lot of latency? Or do I go smaller? It's really weird. I have like a strong up connection now. I don't know. Thank you, Annalise. Appreciate that. Okay, good. All right, what the heck? Let's do this. I just couldn't look at the Doge, you know, the little dog with the cigarette. You know, it's funny when you pose a dog for that, but you know, it's a little bit on the cruel side. I mean, you know, after a while. Yeah, thank you, man. You know, and something funny about blue eyes, I got my father had sent me an article, like we're like mutants. He said there's a mutant in the gene that causes blue eyes, and I think he said less than 0.5% of people. Some weird statistic on that. I'm like, thanks, we're mutants. So I call us the mutants. Yeah, I love when dogs have blue eyes too. That's always a really cool thing. Pixelated, but okay. Well, again, guys, I'm gonna try to get it worked out. And I'm looking at my CPU. It's not even at 50%. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to investigate this a little bit more of where am I going wrong with the stream. I don't know. So it's OBS. And I see everybody doing these amazing streams. D and I had a great stream, and I'm all pixelated like, you know, like it's 20 years ago. We're trying to do video. Phoenix Starborn, bright blue eyes, Viking heritage, Swedish. There you go, Australian. Yeah, my heritage goes back to, well, half of my dad's side of the family. I am, I am a mutant. Half of the side, you know, his side of the family comes from Hungary. I don't even know many Hungarians, but they are nuts, man. That's the crazy part. And then a little bit of Irish. Why? Because I think every white person has some Irish in them. And then what's the other one? Oh yeah, a little Italian thrown in there. But you know what, Phoenix, I'm going with that. I'm gonna be like, yeah, man, Viking heritage. You know, Swedish, Australian. You know, we were warriors. We had blue eyes. We were Vikings and freaks. You know, hazel. What is hazel? Is hazel like is that like a greenish? I don't even know what that is. Dutch, Swedish. What else we got going on? All right, guys. Well, look, I just wanted to do a little short stream tonight, just kind of get my feet wet. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep a schedule of Tuesdays and Thursdays. I've got to figure out how to get this worked out. Irish Scot, I like that. So please, Sumreal, tell me that you drink whiskey, right? If Jungle's still in here, I need to reach out because once we get this bit worked out, I'm gonna have to schedule we'll have to schedule a whiskey session. Half Italian, half Chinese. Well, there you go. Yeah, what's weird is I don't like Italian food. Maybe because I grew up on it, but I don't know. I do like the one Italian food I like isn't really it's not really I like this chicken dish with lemons. I don't even know how it ended up being Italian. But it's my favorite dish that they have. But it's not the traditional ones like the pastas and raviolis and the real heavy dishes there. So yeah, hey, thanks a lot, Anthony Jackson. You are the man, brother. Yeah, here's the other thing. I try to make a couple of you guys again as I'm getting this stuff worked out. Maybe we should do a short update video now, and then so you can fine tune your video settings. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Well, I generally do those. If you guys have seen my other videos, you check out some of the other ones. Started out on the phone, migrated to pre-recorded videos, which are fun, but I like the interaction of the community. I love the community and talking to you guys and kind of get the pulse of what you guys are doing, what you're into, and what's happening out there. But I'll continue to do those, some news breakdowns, stuff that I think is cool. I also want to talk about some tech. I love tech, when I talk about not just tech devices, but just tech in general. I like a lot of that. So wipe the camera. H2. No, I'm sorry, man. You know what it is? It's low light. That's why it's getting pixelated. Well, maybe not. I think it's just I just put the light on, but I just think it's a bad camera because I actually had the room dark, so there's some pixelation. Same here, Chip. Oh, you guys in the zoo are blast. Yep, we are something, aren't we? We are something. But I want to thank every bourbon, no whiskey, Maker's Mark, Woodford. Listen, Phoenix, I'm right with you there, but I have to say, my table bourbon is I like Maker's Mark and even Woodford. I think Woodford's a better. I don't know. It's a little tastier for me. I know Maker's Mark, a lot of people like it, but on the bourbon side, I have to say I probably have to go with the Frontier whiskey, man. The Bullet. I like Bullet a lot. Bullet's a nice caramely, yummy goodness around it. I don't know if you tried that at all, but it's nice. I like that a lot. And of course, I do drink scotch too. I like a scotchy poo every once in a while. A little sippy poo once in a while. So, where are you, Chip? My internet was gone for 5 minutes. Well, let me tell you what happened, Brian. We went on a little time journey in my time machine. We took a little trip around. We were actually gone for 3 days in the span of 5 minutes. Then we popped back in. So, you missed it all. I don't know what to tell you, man. It was a fun journey. We all had a good time, like zipping around. But no, nothing really happened. Just me ranting, raving, and talking about how bad the video quality is. But does the sound quality okay? Are you guys getting sound okay? XRP Heaven, Maker's Mark on the rocks. No better thing. Works great with the keto. Yeah, keto's the way to go. I'm actually on a low calorie thing, low calorie where I found out the key to like keeping weight off. You just stop eating. You just got to eat the right things. You don't need that much food because as hunter gatherers, we went days, sometimes we didn't eat 3 square meals a day. Like we wake up, have breakfast, then we have lunch. Sometimes we didn't kill something that day and we had to wait 2 days to eat. And then, we didn't always eat. So that's a pretty good one too. I'm glad I sound good. Yeah. So I got a nice microphone. I'm glad that the volume seem okay. This video thing is not working, not fun. But anyway, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming into the stream tonight. It means a lot to me. Thank you for the support. Look forward to, subscribe, like, we'll get it worked out. But, I love this community. I love the people in it. It's such a stellar community. Did I say stellar? I think I did. But I wasn't thinking of stellar like as an XLM. I was thinking stellar as an outstanding. But you guys really are great. Thank you so much. Also, DNI, I don't know if you're still in here, but thanks for the big shout out. Guys, have yourself a great night. I'm going to just, Annalise, Sumreal, H2, XRP Heaven, Phoenix Starborn, which is a cool name. What's that? A character maybe? I don't know. Jay Twinator, Anthony Jackson, thank you. Smash them thumbs up. And Anthony, I don't know how I was unable to make you a moderator. I don't know what's going on with that either. Well, like I said, they're bugs, guys. We'll get them worked out. And in the meantime, you guys have yourselves a great night. And if you're on the other side of the world, have yourself a great day. As I always say, that's my take. What's yours? Chip